replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's sports, only on Elegbete TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timi Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen. You're listening to Elegbete TV and radio.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV radio. My name is Idafi Matthew. You love to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. The draws for the next season, MPFL is out, and I was a bit shocked because in my head I was planning something and something different happened. England are at it again. They know how to do this thing. They know how to unload it on the black. But we are still, notwithstanding, still jackpying there to go and take the things that they took from us over the course of over 400 to 500 years. Yes, jackpying to England is you going from your head office, your warehouse to your branch. That's the way I see it. The UK, like it or not, they are the branch of Nigeria. Anything we go there to go and take is our own. It's our investment. We are going to draw down on our return on investments. Our investment. Anybody will like our own, I know. Anybody don't like our own, I know. But that's just the truth from our own perspective. Having said that, it is not time to blame a black player. They couldn't blame Saka. They couldn't blame any other black player. Jude Bellingham should be the one to blame. 1 minute is the hero. 1 minute is a Superman. 1 minute is a leader. Another minute they say. And then you know the funny thing, the reason why they are blaming Jude Bellingham right now is something that is not caught on camera. Nobody have evidence of it. Nobody. Just one journalist said he was standing there and he saw it, and he was losing it to Southgate. The same Southgate that everybody is also blaming. Okay, so he's a bad boy because he was losing it to Southgate. The same Southgate that everybody said he didn't do substitution properly, his selection wasn't good enough. Well, Jude Bellingham has to be blamed. The thing about England is that there's a lot of things about England that reminds me of Nigeria, because in Nigeria things does not just happen. Somebody must be responsible. So, and in that somebody must be responsible, it's self-absorbent. Okay, if it goes well, it is God. Okay, so that's why Ross girl will tell you I'm a small girl with big God. Okay, Yahoo boy will tell you it's God. Okay, everything. If it goes wrong, it's the devil, it's village people, it's witches. That's how religion have configured our brain. And it's the same thing with England. England has never lost a game, and they say, you know what? The better side won. We tried. We did well. We got all the way to the finals. Based off of all the other teams that got knocked out before us, I think that we tried. Let's accept it and move on and plan or build on top of this. No, somebody must be blamed. Somebody must be dragged through the mud. Somebody must be, winch horned. Somebody must be made to regret why they choose to coach or play for England. This is not something that started today. It's been there. If it's not Pauline's today, it is Alright tomorrow. If it's not Alright, it's Andeko. You see them. If you look at the history of England black players, most of them retired from the national team depressed. Same with Nigeria. Most Nigerian players leave the national team depressed, feeling sad, feeling frustrated, and then eventually getting insulted by the younger generation. Finidi George, Osimhen, Finidi George, Mikel Obi, Sunday Olise. The story goes on and on and on and on and on. Victor Osimhen, Victor Ekpeba. I could tell you a list of people who've Ojobo, terrible words, that kind of thing. And it's also the same for England, right? The black players always end up feeling, I don't know whether to regret playing for England or to just, if I say publicly that I regret now, they might come for me. So let me just pretend like I don't regret, but I do regret. Well, in the MPFL, the draws was made. It does, to some people, it does look beautiful, okay? But me, in the way I think, and I'm beginning to try to caution myself like Edafe, you are reading too many meaning to things. You should relax. You should chill out. As my daughter would say, chill out. You should chill out and stop reading meaning to everything. Okay? And oh God. Let me try and put it this way. So ordinarily before the draws, I reached out to the people who are most likely going to make the draw happen. And I made a suggestion. And I said, listen, the biggest moment of the league last season was Enugu Rangers Enyimba towards the end of the season. The way that game ended, the point deduction, the blaming, the sanctions, all that, the best thing that can happen for the new season is if we are able to, one way or the other, manufacture opening fixtures, what's it called? Enyimba at home against Enugu Rangers. You can do whatever you like with the remaining fixtures, but that should be the one you set aside, okay? That should be the one you put in place and say, this is how this is going to happen. What are my reasons? My reason is the league needs to start off with a bang, a crazy bang, like something that will be crazy. And then this time, because you are anticipating it to go crazy, to go berserk, to go really out of place, what do? You go out there and make sure that you invest in taking care of security. Craftsmen, steward, real police security, mounted ones, if we can get them, all of that. Reason being that it will help to push the marketing value of the league, the brand of the league. But guess what? They decide to do what they want to do, what they love. I would also sit here and say, oh, my idea is the utopian one, is the ultimate, is the best of the best. Maybe they have their own reason for doing it like that. I don't know. But in my own head, that was what I was thinking. I don't know about you guys. What do you think about that idea to have started the league with the first fixture being Enyimba versus Rangers? Okay, people say I'm trying to promote violence, I'm trying to push negativity. No, that's not necessarily what I'm trying to push. Derby matches are the reason why every league is good. The biggest match in the La Liga is El Clasico. The biggest football match in Italy, Milan derby. Even when the teams are not doing well, that derby is the derby, right? Then the Rome versus Lazio, the eternal city rivalry between Roma and Lazio. Then there is the shitty, useless Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Then there is Manchester United versus Lille, Manchester United versus Man City, and a host of others. What's my point with that? I'm trying to say that we need to get to the point where we need to create these massive derbies that matters a lot. But hey, the guys who run the league think otherwise, and so let's leave it like that. But that's what I would have loved to see. The MPFL is still working very hard. And the NFL, is still working very, very, very hard, extremely hard to make sure that they get the right. I've heard a lot of names. Some say they are chasing Avi Renard. Some say they are chasing this one or that one. I don't know who they are chasing. Some have called Steve McLaren, like McLaren. The last time he coached was. But hey, whoever they decide to get, I don't know, but we would wait and see how it goes. Well, some of the matches, the fixtures for the first round fixtures, for those of you who are wondering who are the teams that will play against each other, the fixtures that they brought out, Enugu Rangers was hoping to play against Enyimba away from home. The first match of the season is at home against El Kanemi Warriors, who won the FA Cup, who are also newly promoted, but they are not new in football. In footballing term, they are a veteran team. They've been around for a while. So put the date is the league will start on the 31st of August. So you would have Rangers International play against El Kanemi Warriors. Then we will wait for 1 week. Okay, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. I don't know who decide this type of fixtures. On the 7th and 8th of September, you would not have Beyond Limit play at home against Enyimba. There's still talk of whether Beyond Limit will set their slot or not, but at this point, they are in the draw, so let's keep it like that. Kano Pillars will play against New Boys Ikorodu City FC, who's general manager, my own friend, my guy, my boy, put it that with my guy, Tobi Adepoju, have now been voted as the secretary of the club chairman's association at the Sani Abacha Stadium, Kofa Amata. Lobby Stars will stay at home at the Lafia Township Stadium in Lafia. They don't have a stadium at home to play against Aqua United, who barely managed to survive relegation by the grace of Sporting Lagos not being responsible, losing at home to Plateau United. Sunshine Stars will play at home against Bayelsa United, Kwara United against Nigeria Tornadoes. Nasarawa United will play against Shooting Stars, who, towards the end of last season was a delight to watch. Bendel Insurance will play against Rivers United. These two teams are beginning to form a rivalry. Plateau United would host Katsina United. Plateau United will always be there in my heart. That's the first place where I had the opportunity to do production of league matches, and it was a baptism of fire. I was contracted to do one game. By the time I get to Jos, Sunday, preparing for the match, they called me that there's another game that was postponed that we also have to produce. That's Nigeria for you. Pay you for one thing, ask you to do more. Well, we did it. We come out with flying colors. I'm still very excited for all of those jobs that I did. It's the experience that I have that nobody can take away from me. And Abia Warriors, the last game, will play against Remo Stars at the Umuahia Township Stadium. That really need a facelift, that is begging for a facelift. I know that Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State, is working on building a befitting stadium for Abia Warriors, but hey, it is what it is. My problem with Plateau State is they keep calling that stadium the New Justice Stadium. That stadium has been there now for about almost 20 years. They've not completed building, so you cannot use new to add to that until they complete it. But hey, it is what it is. That's the way it's been put. So if you have any comment on that one, you can add your voice to it and tell me what you think about my own idea of what the first game of the season would have been if I was in the position to take those decisions. But whatever it is the fixtures, it is out. It is not left for them to live up to what they have said, that the league will start on the 31st of August. A lot of people say it's not going to happen, they will not do it. I don't know when the curtain raiser would happen. Okay, the curtain raiser obviously should be the Rangers versus Academy Warriors FA Cup match, I guess. But that's not supposed to be the curtain raiser. That's not the Super Cup. That's a league fixtures. There's supposed to be a Super Cup match between FA Cup winners or Presidential FA Cup winners and the league winners. Well, they've already put that in the league fixtures. Whether they will play another match, I don't know. The Super Cup match, I don't know. But we will see how it goes. Well, they say that from 150 million this season, the winner will get 200 million. The other teams, they should go and hustle their own money from the roadside or motor park or garage, anywhere they know that they can find money, they should go and hustle it. Well, there's a whole lot of stories. Gary Southgate yesterday, as soon as our show ended, Gary Southgate tendered his resignation and decided to leave. Real Madrid had no time to waste. They call up Mbappe, hey, guy, come here. So they presented him in front of 80,000 fans, just the same way they presented Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to be wearing the jersey number 9, the number 9 jersey vacated by Karim Benzema. And there's plenty of talk already. His jersey is already selling, flying off the shelf. Plenty of talk that will be given time to rest and then prepare very well. They don't want him to be Eden Hazard. They don't want him to be hazardous. They want him to have a Cristiano Ronaldo effect. They want him to be the poster boy of not just Real Madrid, but the poster boy of the La Liga and European football as well. And the club president have also promised that behind the scene, they will walk the walk that they want to do behind the scene. If Mbappe also promised to deliver on the field, and every Spanish player is having a bite on the English media, from Cucurella to Rodri to everyone having a bite on the English media. Well, it seems that Gary Lineker is mending fences with Gary Southgate after, eulogizing him and putting out a very good message around him. Well, for the 8 years that Gary Southgate was the England manager, he raised up. So we have to understand how bad this team was before Gary Southgate came in 2016. Try my best to remind you or refresh the memories. One of the things that you guys need to understand was when Roy Hodgson ran away from the job because the job was toxic and, not good for health, they brought in Salisu Yusuf of England football. Yes, Sam Allardyce. He came in and within 16 days and 62 days of the job, he was fired. How? He agreed that he would take bribe to future players. Yeah, that's what he agreed on. Salisu Yusuf Allardyce said, Sam Salisu Yusuf Allardyce said he would take bribe to future players and all that. And so he was told to respect himself and resign. So he left. And so they looked at it and say, silver and gold have we not, but such as I have from within the under 21, we would promote you and you will become the face of the team. And in that promotion, the man have done well. Okay, the man have done well. It also shows that the system, the St. George's Park, their debut with huge money, investment, private sector support money with a little bit of money from government have really helped. Okay, it has helped, and coupled with the fact that some of the clubs in England have also produced very good players from the academy, like Opama from the City Academy, Fifodin from the City Academy, and then Bukayo Saka from the Arsenal Academy, and the rest of them, as they say, is not history. Harry came from the Arsenal and Tottenham Academy combined. Have helped. Jude Bellingham also from, I think it's Birmingham or somewhere. Where did he come from? All of that have also helped the team to grow. But I think England fans, like Oliver Twist, well, it was written by British people. So, like Oliver Twist, they were suffering before. And then they got to a place where they are now enjoying. But then they say, okay, it's not enough. We want some more. Everybody spread love. Give me some more. They want some more. So that's why they decided, you know what, guys, you're not good enough. They need to pillar him. They need to attack him. They need to assassinate his character. They need to say all sorts. The man has stepped aside. I'm asking the question, who do you think is best? Should they promote from, let's say music night, you play it twice, right? One good thing about music, when you hit, you feel no pain. Yeah, hit me with music. Hit me. That song, that's Bob Marley song. No, so if promoting from the youth team coach and giving them 8 years can lead you to the two semi-finals at the World Cup and the quarterfinals at the World Cup, 2 Euros finals for the very first time in your history, first time in the finals outside of England, I think that somehow, they should do the same thing. But then a lot of names have been coming up, and there's also this story that excites me, that the English FA are willing to wait to appoint Pep Guardiola as England manager after Gareth Southgate's resignation, with the Spaniard expected to depart Man City at the end of next season. Pep Guardiola have been expected to depart since. And every Arsenal fan are praying that he had left like 2 seasons ago, because Arsenal would have had 2 titles now. But having said that, though, we all know that the next manager of Man City will crumble. That one is for sure. There's nobody who's coming to come and beat the Pep standard. If you like, bring Xabi Alonso. Now you go suffer. Now you go suffer. Adumadu body, I'm sorry for you. Yeah, so we know that. But Pep Guardiola coaches certain type of players. Pep Guardiola coaches certain types of players. Pep Guardiola's system of play requires certain techniques. As a matter of fact, you must have futsal experience. You must be playing professional football, top football, with a futsal mentality. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. What I'm trying to drive at here is the fact that, okay, NEPA have finally decided to embarrass their father lap. Okay? And if you don't play like that, and if you follow English football, or for those of my friends like Johnny Gaffer, like what's his name now? Bobby Ray Ukaigwe, who's in the UK, you will know straight away that when you watch on the streets, those apartments filled, those cages. It's the cages that you guys call it. Boss, there's no light, and I'm doing my show. Oh my God, definitely my show will suffer. That's what it means. And there's nobody around, right? Okay, so let me find a way to figure it out. Hold on. Okay, guys, I need to take a break. So my crush is in that movie. My former crush. Let's put it that way. Yes. I'm back. All right, like I was saying, sorry, I had to. If I not go, this should go off. So better say I go. When I hear that small break in transmission, it happen. All right, so like I was saying, now you look at the England thing. Who is best? England said they are waiting for Pep. What if Pep renews? The typical November moment, Eureka moment that he gets when he gets to November, and those his guys they speak into his ear and tell him, you need to win another Champions League. We would buy the players you need. Look at this way it is now. Mbappe will not settle into Madrid properly. They are not going to win it next time. We don't think Bayern are ready. There's no club in Italy that are ready. Paris Saint-Germain don't have it. So if you look well, one thing leading to the other, we might win it again back to back. And people say, go scratch your nose, scratch your head. And I say, I want to have another sabbatical. The coach that was sparring me, that I was I really wanted to beat because what he did in the Bundesliga against me, I've taken him out. He has run away. When I deal with him, and then Arteta now came and relegated him to third. He couldn't stand Arteta. Couldn't stand me and Arteta against him. It was 2 against 1. So, and Igbo people will say Ofu Jide Abo, but Ofu was not able to Jide Abo in this matter because 2 was stronger than 1. 1 was not able to hold 2. So, if he doesn't agree, what would England do? The World Cup is in 2 years' time. So whatever you do, whatever coach you have now is the one that will take them to the World Cup. And then after that, the proper rebuild will start. I know that England will go to the next World Cup and get knocked out in the group stage. England have lost all the get out of J card. The next World Cup draws will put them in a group where it will be a group of death. England is going to be in a group of death for the next World Cup for sure. Because America, Canada, Mexico will take all those get out of jail free tickets, and then England, with their typical usual being in the same group with Mumu countries, will be out of it. They're going to put them in one group that have God knows what, and they get knocked out of the group stage, and then they come back, and England media will explode into hysteria, mourning, depression. They will eat a lot of food, drink a lot of booze, get a lot of women pregnant, stab a few people on the street, and then life continues again. Probably that's when they will bring in Pep. But does Pep, in this narrative, I'm just trying to look at the whole picture. This is how it have the brain work. I'm giving you a peep into my brain. In this narrative, does Pep fit the picture of a guy who wants to come and mend broken hearted? Because he's not a guy that heals broken heart. He's a guy that takes off. When it is time to go to war, it's time to run off. He's a guy. He's a runway guy. He's not a girl lean on me when you're not strong and I'll be no. That's not Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is, who do we kill? Give the command, a sniper shoot, bomber bomb, everything, the nuclear arsenal. England does not have that. They don't have a nuke. They don't have anything. They have Hurricane retiring, Oli Watkins will now become the next guy. They don't have midfielder that play the kind of football that Pep Guardiola wants to play. Pep Guardiola does not have the patience, the time to patiently try to now mold the English midfielder to play well. They don't have defensive midfielders who think with their brain. They just have people. Declan Rice is just there, rice without stew, and not even jollof rice. It's just there. It's just it's just flat. Now, you go to Europe, if you're a Nigerian, for instance, and the idea of white rice is white rice and stew with chicken or fish or meat or anything, right? When you go to Europe like first time, you ask for rice, you request for white rice. That's you're in trouble. But you don't know. You've requested for trouble, but you don't know. They will not bring the right as a first timer. So first timer experience, please share your own. There are many people different abroad here. Share your first time experience. They will not serve you the rice confidently. They'll bring the meat. If it is steak you ask for, they'll bring it. They'll not put maybe lettuce or something, or maybe sliced chicken or salad. But that's not stew. But it's pure white rice. And then they'll not bring ketchup. The ones that are nice would even spread it on the plate or the side of the dish. But the other ones will just bring 2 sachets of ketchup, and then they tell you to eat it. That's England made fit for you. Okay, as an African, as a Nigerian going to Europe, that's the myth. The way you react when you see for the very first time. Later, because of hustling, survivor, making money or going to school, you will pretend like you like it, but between God and man and devil in between, like him, but you will manage. Those of you, why you not need to comment for comment say, why not do like say I just talk something we not correct now? What's on this? Mona comment for the comment section now. I never get that experience from Portugal to England to France, and then that bread will be like, we're strong anyhow. But they say, what's the name of that bread again? Mr. Africa, come and help me. What's that French bread that you like to eat? Oh, God. No, sir, not be ajabota. So, what's that? That's French bread now. Brioche. No. Babe! I'll call my wife. My wife knows the name. It's baguettes. See, this one be old age. I don't like them, so I don't know I'm in because my wife the shop up. Baguettes. Oh God, Kenny P, you're the man. No wonder you get a full library of audio book. You are the best. See, you see that baguette? But would be honest. Some of now we don't go there abroad. And when I never felt it, you are used to a gigi bread. Your idea of bread is something that like a soft brick. Okay, soft brick. That's boys. Let me tell you the way the mind of boys work. If you notice, boys always call fine girls today bread. When I don't understand what that thing mean. Today bread when boys they do like now fafus breasts. That boys imagine soft bread as breasts. You not go to like France or you go to like those are roadside. That's a corner restaurant. Those restaurants where you say that for Italy, for France, side of the road, sidewalk. You fool us. More be honest, you fool us. Sidewalk, if you do it for here now, they say unhygienic eating habits. Africans have unhygienic. Or you go put umbrella for side. Lebanese people go open shop full everywhere roadside. Corner lot like this. No, you sit down. Or you go there hope because you are hungry, you are famished. You don't come off the train like you're famished. Like you're thinking Nigeria but European space. You not order for this food. Say for starter, let's give you bread. Well, bring one thing come. We be like say na crackers, biscuit, but not bread. Let's go back to sports. So that's how England midfield is. To a Pep Guardiola coming from, his way of playing. How can he coach that team? I mean, Pep can go to France and coach them because there's a lot of African players there. France is the African extension, right? There are a lot of African players. The ones that have skills go to France. The ones where not get skills, the idiots, they go to England. And then they give birth to their children. They play that mumu style of football. What can Jesus do for the devils and his demons? What? So that's the thought process of the English FA people. They thinking like Nigeria FA too, who wants to hire Avi Renard with empty pocket. I told you the story of people gambling with empty pocket. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes it leads to stabbing and beating, right? So that's what England wants to do now. England is teaching Nigeria how to dream big without any substance, okay, like Nigerian church, religion, and all that. So that's the plan for England. But let's look at some of the transfer story. Your favorite own boy is in the transfer news. Victor Osimhen is there, not for his own reason, but for somebody else's reason. So he's a catalyst. If it happened, this will happen, that will happen, that will happen. These are permutations of the calculations of the prayers, of the hope and faith and wishes and prayers. Well, let me also tell you guys, I will read Reginald, I will read your message, and I'll read the message of many other people. The plan for the Euro tour kickstarted yesterday, so it is on. Those of you say, if you call Europe, I know so that they lie. Last October I was in Europe. Now only one person I see, and I never see him. We just bump each other for garden list for train station Monaco. Yeah, I know say you watch this later. You never comment, but you can't send me for WhatsApp. So you watch. Yes, Monaco, I see you. We met, and then he invited his wife to meet us at the train station. But that time I was going to Germany. So we should go home. We should go and eat. I said, oh boy, I don't eat jollof rice on one Lebanese spicy shop. That food there, the pepper will not be here. But growing up as a worry boy in an Ijoma house, pepper not be problem. So those of now in Europe, when they prepare. I don't know where I'll get my flight ticket money from. I don't know where I will get the accommodation and the logistic around Europe. But I am coming to Europe, and again, I want to do my Ajala. Hopefully, my plan is to use that 2 weeks that I'll be in Europe, or 1 month I'll be in Europe, to do minimum 10 interviews. And I've been talking last night. I not sleep till like 3 a.m. talking to people. Why a lot of people like to have conversation in the night, I don't know. I'll send you a message around 11 a.m. You reply me around 12 midnight, and then you just start talking. I don't understand which craft everywhere. But hey, now when you find something I hand the log, anybody want to catch lion and go to say trap or hand up. So let's go. Real Madrid are keen on signing 25-year-old England right back Trent Arnold, who has 1 year left on his contract. Will he go? Will he stay? That's the beginning of the mass exodus. He goes. Bosala will go. A few other players will go. Liverpool will now become Pataka. They'll become Abacha without fish and pomo. Say Abacha the sweet with all the condiments. But when you come out fish and pomo, not just Pataka. Okay. So, but if you look carefully, Manchester United are now doing the Dutch reinforcement. Dutch assistant coaches, what's it called? One that is not known and one that is known. And then Dutch player Joshua Zirkzee is there. They are hoping to get Mathis de Ligt. They are hoping to get, put in the Dutch core of good flair. Their senior coach is Dutch. I told you guys some time ago, many years ago, even when I was in Brilla, that one of the things that I noticed with football is that every coach tries to help enrich their country once they get a foreign coaching job. I started with Arsene Wenger. Before Arsene Wenger came to Arsenal, only one French player, Brice Gimandi, had signed for Arsenal. By the time Arsene Wenger spent 22 years at Arsenal, more French players have played for Arsenal than English player or any other country. And those players eventually migrate money back to their country. And it happens everywhere, okay? When you have Rafa Benitez at Liverpool, you start having French, Spanish players like Pepe Reina, Xabi Alonso, what's the other guy? There's one other player. I'm always forgetting his name. One of that midfielder that people don't always remember that he played better than Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso had 2 great seasons at Liverpool. People forget the first season and his last season. But you remember they wanted to sell him second to last season. They wanted to sell him to Chelsea. They wanted to sell him for 15 million or so because he wasn't good. And they begged him, just leave him, let him play. And then he had a very fantastic end of season. And then he went to Real Madrid. My point here is there was some other Alonso, Xabi Alonso. Then there was one other Spanish player, small, diminutive guy that was hardworking in that midfield. That was very, very good. Okay, and then you can go on and on and on and on and on. For Jose Mourinho, Portugal players, Sir Alex Ferguson had the worstest ever human being to play football in human existence win English Premier League. His son, Sir Alex Ferguson's son. Yes, Sir Alex Ferguson's son won the Premier League title. Some of you know they are well down. Some of you don't know that his son, nepotism of the highest order, raised to power 1 million, even higher than Buhari's appointment and the appointment of David Moyes to go and coach Man United. But hey, Igbo man don't know, that's my problem. As long as Igbo people do something, it's okay. You know, say my mother goes, so Igbo shit na cream for Africa, Igbo mess na perfume for Africa. So for black man face. So let's keep it going, sharp. Manchester United are unlikely to make a move for former England manager Gary Southgate if they part company with Erik ten Hag. Now, I have a problem with this story. You know why I have a problem with this story? You just beg the coach after rigmaroling, trying to toast many babes, saying you don't like Ejiro again, she do her character not good, her body, she gets body odor, she did the bath clean, her pants too dirty, she did repeat one pant for 1 week. Now you can't come back and say, oh yeah, now Mojo marry, mo no just speak a lot, mo just my argue belle, mo just marry, family will accept her like that. They don't get belle for you, Nana. You can't see the talk say, I know really plan to marry you. Something in my mind, that's something. Why is Manchester United even talking about whether they will take Gary Southgate or they will not take Gary Southgate? That their plan is Thomas Tuchel. The same Thomas Tuchel that have rejected them, they are still planning, they are still obsessed with it. What is it with Manchester United that they like to just self-destruct, or is it in your stain? I don't understand. Because for me, I thought they'd be signing players and then telling the coach, we have confidence in you, we have faith in you. Now it's a time to go and return the faith, the trust that we have. Imagine people telling Pep Guardiola that, we're planning to bring in Jose Mourinho or Xabi Alonso on your behalf. Pep Guardiola don't work caliber. Well, I understand these guys don't have the integrity of Finidi George. Erik ten Hag will be there on the job. Don't worry yourself. We'll not walk away. I'm also sure that Finidi George will not have walked away from the job if the job was paying exactly what Erik ten Hag is sending anyway. But let's go back to the story. Manchester United are unlikely to make a move for former England manager Gary Southgate. Just yesterday, Dr. Former. If they part company with Erik ten Hag, instead, ex-Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel is expected to be their preferred candidate. So by the reason of this, you're saying that I could read many meanings to it, meaning that they're already talking with Thomas Tuchel. Say, Thomas, I beg, will not take any job. We they sure see this guy go flop, he go fail. Just relax, okay? All of those things what you want. Maybe some of the signings every day they sign, and Tuchel they tell them from behind the scene, say, sign this player, sign that one. Martin's elite. I like him at Bayern, but they don't allow me use him. Sign up. When I come, because that's the way I'm feeling. I like the way I'm feeling now, but that's the way I'm feeling, right? So I don't know, Manchester United fans, come and explain. Bobby Ray, Johnny Gaffer, come and explain to me why is your club behaving like shit when they don't flush your toilet. Well, Aston Villa wants 60 million. They are the high selling club now. Arsenal never sell any player in their history for 60 million. 60 million. They never sell. Aston Villa wants 60 million from Al Ittihad if they are to sell 25-year-old French forward Moussa Diaby to the Saudi Arabia Pro Club. Okay, Manchester United are negotiating personal terms with the representative of French defender Leny Yoro after having a £52 million offer accepted by Lille for the 18-year-old who has 1 year left on his contract. 1 year. It's not like he was on a big salary. He's 18 years old. It's 52 million. Arsenal never even sell player for 50 million. I can't remember if they have. Remind me. And it's also a target for Real Madrid. But the player, he said, look, Real Madrid in my mind, now Rio, this is kidnapping. They're trying to kidnap me. They're taking me under duress against my wish. Okay? Marcel have agreed a deal in principle, which means if all things being equal, we will sign him. That's what it means. It's the principality and powers of football contract in principle. Okay, that's the principle of the school. In all that get wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the principle of the school. The Bible, not me right now. To sign Manchester United English forward Mason Greenwood, who's 22 years of age. Belgium striker. This is where it concerns Una favorite coconut head poster boy of senseless human being. Yeah, Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku, who's 31 years of age, has told Napoli, I'm available. I'm not the video at all. I'm available. Whenever you need me, call me 100 900. Whatever the number is. 100. No. 800 Lukaku. Okay. He said Napoli is ready to join from Chelsea if Nigerian forward. There are so many ifs. Today, Victor Osimhen 25 departs this summer. Victor Osimhen has been 25 since forever. Aston Villa is in the news for everything right now. They are doing everything they are doing. They are just anything they touch on good. They just qualify for Euro. They are selling players. They will soon realize that is one mistake they should not be making. You're selling the players that are supposed to prosecute the Euros. Okay, did I say Euros? The Champions League. Well, we shall see. Aston Villa are preparing to compete with Chelsea and Barcelona. Now, this one they just put up. Team Talk just won't talk. Since Aston Villa now did for New Zealand, it's like saying anybody wants to sign Lionel Messi. Chelsea and Barcelona are pursuing a player, Nico Williams. Aston Villa saying where everybody knows say after this one season in the Champions League now they not go play Champions League for the next 20 years. Why would Nico Williams go and sign 5 years, sign his life into Gota after winning the Euros? Okay, well let's see. Chelsea have reached an agreement with Boca Junior for another Udumiti to sign him. To sign 19-year-old Argentine defender Aaron Ansleminho for 17 million plus add-ons. Let nobody deceive you. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. It for Bible, not be me talking. Because Lamine Yaman, 16 years old, Iyama, went to Europe and give everybody Iyama football now. Everybody they say if you sign 18-year-old player, they will not perform like that. Let me discourage you from being an idiot. It's not going to happen like that. This Minamino one I want to go sign so Chelsea. It's another Madrid. Mokran he do. He go come, he go spend some years, he go call the missing mommy. I miss my mommy. I want to go back. Oh, I miss my mommy. I didn't know that UK weather is like this. You know, you've never been to the UK before. If you go to UK as an adult, like grown up, you know the first thing that hits you hard, apart from the food, is the weather and their bad road. When I say UK road is bad, because I did Nigeria, people want to defend that say UK road no bad. UK road bad. We just get plenty pash. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, troublemaker. What because UK road now for the show. But you know, it's the weather. UK weather is as stupidly unpredictable as Nigerian girl telling you that she loves you. I'm gonna get into trouble for this social. You know, but hey, it is what it is. Al Nassr have ended talks to sign Manchester City. The Shakara, he done too much. Manchester City keeper Edison 30. For Man City mind, they pray make this Edison go because Edison is good, but sometimes it's not good. So they want him to go so that they can get out that guy will be reserved. But anyway, it's not going again. After having an offer of 30 million euros rejected and are now trying to sign 25-year-old Brazilian teammate Bento, who plays for Atletico Paranense. Wow. We say we yes a Nigerian club side sell a player for 10 million. 10 million, just 10 million. I'll be around 30. 30 is asking for too much. That's like asking for God to come to my kitchen and cook me heavenly breakfast, manna that fell from heaven. The kitchen of heaven must be very big to cook food for a food nation. No wonder they say God will open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing. For God shall supply all your need according to his riches in heaven. There are so many chefs in heaven. You know that Bible, you don't read that Bible story, then you can't start to imagine. Manna, the fall from heaven. Manna. The weight first. If coin, one small coin, fall from heaven, hit you for head. You know that? Yeah, you don't see the levitate as they drop, they just levitate like they wear parachute. You just come aside. Pizza, manna. Please, I beg, anybody know where they say manna? I want other manna. Man know I taste. Man know the idea of heavenly kitchen. Arsenal are expecting further bids for 23-year-old England midfielder Emily Smith-Rowe after rejecting an offer from Fulham with Crystal Palace also interested. Now, because of that tweet, what I make Arsenal shame. If not, normally, Arsenal will just accept a 5 million said or take. Arsenal, they said they terminate contract and let players go for free. Player where they let go Barcelona for free. Barcelona collect money to sell her to sell her be loaner to Chelsea. Aubameyang. Kopama has attempted to become a football agent overnight to persuade England teammate and Aston Villa striker Oli Watkins, 28. No, just say how those guy players. He's too old. He's above the age. You have to take the 20 away and replace it with one. The 2 and replace it with 1. They like Odumititi. They want to be kidnapping children, kidnapping. That's what they do. They are bomo. It's not Chelsea is not a senior men football club again. That was the reign of Roman Abramovich. These Americans are doing. And underage in Sweden, underage 90 get the fresh blood. Then they use children to do Sigo to renew blood. Anybody will not know the winner for Sigo? I know. Leicester City have made an offer of 21 million and 4 million on add-ons to Argentine attacking midfielder. Nobody has said that one. Matthias Sole, 25. But that is not enough for Juventus, who want at least a guaranteed 25 million before you now start talking about add-ons. I know say Juventus for Matthias Sole, for you, what can be your no. Sole no they go anywhere like that now. Which kind of play with that? Okay, so let's come back to you people. You know, I took some time to run away, took some time to bubble and shuffle. Yeah, let's talk about what you think about in my own postulation, in my own calculation. Let me talk to my daughter. My own calculation. I think that Liverpool are about to start falling and falling like Humpty Dumpty. But there is, the nature abhors vacuum, right? So there's always going to be a replacement. And I do not think it is Spurs. Even though one day Spurs will surprise me and all of us, but they are still in shit right now. They're still smelling and disgusting and rotten. So is Manchester from their all of the things that they are doing and everything? No, not Raul Miralles. So not Macharan. Macharan is Argentine. They talk of Spanish player that. Why do I keep forgetting that name? There's Abeloa. There is one other guy. He's a midfielder that played. God, why am I forgetting that name? I will try to remember, but not Raul Miralles. Not. It was in that 2005 final. So wait. Let me even go look for him. So what's that? UCL 2005 finals. Okay. Yes, it was AC Milan versus AC Milan final. AC Milan versus Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go to that final, that game, that very game, that game of. I know the player that I'm trying to remember. Luis Garcia. That's the name I was trying to remember. Luis Garcia. Yes, there's Xabi Alonso. There's Luis Garcia. That's the name I was trying to remember. Milan Barros. We do it like rabbits. Luis Garcia, that guy that wears number 10 for Liverpool. Oh God. I'm on a football car. Hey, our Tanakide. Everybody play football. So Jamie Carragher Ogbori. He will have a Champions League winner. Mugu, highest own goal scorer in world football. But let's forgive him. Let's leave him there. Okay, so I'm saying that who will replace Liverpool? I'm giving you guys free. Like Liverpool, this is free reign. They'll be Chelsea. They'll be like back. They'll be building tents. Liverpool will be building tents this season that is about to start. Who will replace them in the top 4? That's what I need you guys to put in today's show. Tell me who you think would replace them, like really replace them. Who have the best chance? Are Chelsea coming back? But with their collection of Odumitete, I don't think they are ready to come back yet. So I'm not even putting them in the conversation. But Chelsea have been too successful in the last 20 years for you to even banter them. So let's leave them in one corner. They are banter, they come, they cook, they come. But is Manchester United ready to be free because they've been in this darkness for over 10 years now, suffering for 600 years? Is it about to end, or they are still going to make some mistake? Because all this kind of statement of they are waiting for Thomas Tuchel is something that will create more mistake. Because the players now will start saying this statement and start feeling like they never trust the coach. Who are you to come and be making noise to me? Before you know, Jadon Sancho does slap the coach again. Rashford does slap since enough is sell so because nobody wants to buy it. It's a damage goods. Nobody wants to buy it. It's useless to anybody's cause. As a contract player, he only plays towards the end of the contract. Once he signed a new contract, I had to work out and Aaron Ramsey play rubbish after. Okay, so let's see how it goes from your side of things. Arnold says we don't here the way to as train no green show up. No, train is on time. Everybody say transfer is all what's happening now. Let's hear all the rumors, bros. Somebody Dragon, what did you type then? Tell me what you type. P-Man at the P-Man says I plaster finish. Sebastian, yes, I like when I see people who are members. I greet them especially. Sebastian says good morning. All good morning to you, sir. Yes, John Smith says morning, Elevator. What do you make of Argentina chant against France You are doing a good job. Thank you very much. See, I like it. People will not like this thing I'm saying about. I like it. France did everything to play down the success of Argentina at the World Cup. If they have it coming, it's coming. Because of France, they banned goalkeeper from moving in the goal line. So it's coming. This rivalry, this war. Yeah, as a football country, to be very honest here, I've seen a lot of people make comments about the chant, and I asked them, if Nigeria beat Ghana and Nigerian players they sing about Ghana, would you be angry? Would you not like it? We're not going to give you dopamine for body, not give you orgasm. So it's the same thing. Well, these guys have no relationship. Okay, if you even want to talk of relationship between a European country, it is Spain and Italy that make up what Argentina is. That's why they say the root of Argentina is by boat. Okay, their history, original people that were there are black people. That's another long history story anyway. But the people that went there to go and suppress and kill and obliterate the black people, particularly, are Spanish people and Italians. So they say their root is by boat, by the water. The relationship with France is always a dirty and negative one. And if you know Argentines, they are very passionate and they give it. They shoot from the hip. Argentines are not diplomatic. They are not afraid of anybody. They are like Polish people. They are not diplomatic. They say it the way it is. So for them, they don't fall under the EU convention of try to be nice, try to romance. No. They give it to you to hot. So I like it. As a matter of fact, I love it. Because when people are talking about that, how about the Spanish players that were singing about Gary Neville and the rest, and Cucurella that was singing all the song that I was singing about his singing? I don't see any problem in it. In football, I'm not supposed to respect you. No, don't play against you and beat you and run you down and insult you and intimidate you. That's the kind of football I grew up on. Have you not seen South African players talk about what Stephen Keshi and Co did to them in 1993 World Cup qualifiers in Lagos? So it's not a big deal if that happens. We're just being too sensitive and too emotional. See people on social media saying all sorts of things. People who don't know anything about football when they talk. People never ever entered dressing room before. People only say coach never spit for their face. Coach never hold their shirt like this. Draw them, begin shout all the spits they enter. You look out because there's nothing you can do. And coach, some coach will get smelling mad. Never coach you. Conk your head, tell you all these things. Coach your papa, coach your mama. You go see, go play. So the last day they talk keyboard warriors. We don't know the diameter of football. This is the right thing that happened in football. So it is okay. If not like, I get angry. I don't know. Sebastian, they says MPFL is increasing the prize money for next season. Where is the money coming from? GTI, the one bringing the money. Fizi say good morning. Senior, good morning to you. I suggest if you fit they get some small shows during the day to having some sensible guests, probably some other YouTube content creators like Fans Tribe guys. No, it's not going to happen. I like what Fans Tribe are doing. It's fantastic. It's not going to happen here. The time where that will happen, Fans Tribe, when they did for 15,000, were they having that kind of guest? No. There are certain things you don't do on YouTube. There are certain things you cannot even do. First off, if I'm going to bring a guest, I'm going to pay them, going to put money on the ground for them to come from where they're coming, pay for their fuel, all those things. Don't forget, say, when it comes to all of those things, I miss startup. And I quickly see my mistake. Sports Lounge, you forget saying a full team we get inside before I hand them over to Bamiji. Beyond that, EM Show, the first ever podcast in this country, the EM Show. Remember? So, una not they engage the content the way it's supposed to be. So, not me to make suggestion. When I was working in Brill, I will come out, I will make suggestion, and Chairman will say, how do we fund it? Are you going to help bring the sponsor that will fund it? If you, this suggestion that you bring, next time when you're submitting the suggestion, tell me that you already have a sponsor that is willing to pay for it. If you are willing to put the money on it, fine. We'll be looking to get 100,000. If we get 100,000, the dynamics of this channel will change. But for now, what would be? You don't be like just go up just now. I can't go urgent for a live show. You don't say happen anywhere before. So now they suggest the things where we say we know say we will do, but right now we're not there. And at this kind of scenario cause peer pressure. We are not going to do it. Thank you very much for your suggestion. But those against it say aye, and the eyes have it. We're not doing it. Okay. Additional Lavama say your idea is very good, but in Nigeria it's always difficult to get out dreams to reality. I said to be Peter Akarodolu. Okay, that name. I went to do an event one time and I don't pronounce this name well. I saw one I service SA to governor. Akeredolu, come down, come give me lecture of my life. Now till I say, is the governor angry? When the guy don't go finish, I use microphone killer for stadium. I use microphone killer. I say, yeah, just if you like after this show now shoot me na police. I say after this show you like shoot me. And this eye service now makes small people take another play. That was many years ago. I say very soon now you Yahoo boys una go dey run, they carry gun, they follow. True. That ain't that happen so. Hey, Peter Akeredolu, how would you doing? He say, I don't know why we are finding it difficult to know that we can't qualify for the World Cup. Bring the best coach, nothing will change. Let's put our house in order, get an engineer coach for a 5. As for me, Sasia is the best for the job. Let's forget about this World Cup. Give an engineer coach at least 5 years contract. Sasia has the pedigree and his record speaks for himself. You know what? I plead the fifth. I'm not going to say anything yet. This guy is trying to push my boo button for me to say something. But Peter Akeredolu, I plead the fifth. Additional Mama say he deserved the best sent forth, but rather insult upon insult. Now England people now, bad man will kill them. Peter Akeredolu say, given Sasia long-term project, it will transform the team. You guys are clamoring for foreign coach, but can they afford the price of world-class coach? Are you sure we're on the same show? Because this show we're talking about England coach. All the talking about coach, now England coach. Peter, I want the same show. You were listening to Fast Tribe or somewhere else, you were listening to another radio station, and you now assume that your comment should appear here, that the radio station will see. Another thing is the current Super Eagles are overrated. The local coach, Peter, use your comment not related to this show. Yeah, me Dynamite to say, is the Pep to England national team true at all? But it's on Daily Mail. I saw it on Daily Mail. So whether I like it or not is there. So I'm going to have to deal with it from their own perspective. It's on Daily Mail. That's why I tell you my source, so that you're not going to say me talk. Victor Malalu says Pep won't accept England job. Never can tell him. The pressure from the media, Pep now pressure cooker now pressure Pep. England not get pressure. I mean Pep come England. They just say England go humble him. He humble the full league. He turn the league to Farmers League. Then even send the boy, give the boy some players. Or I would say, go and come out Liverpool from the road for me. Let me because I can handle you, but go and leave this Liverpool that is giving me headache. Send Arteta to go and destroy Liverpool. See Liverpool now. Their coach, their street court. So if not pressure, Pep leave. I've lived. Pep be like where Pep will grow up for Spain. Be like worry or Mushi. You can't grow up in the Basque region of Barcelona and then of Spain and then they say pressure. Which pressure? Leave England, they don't have pressure. Pep Guardiola go turn all of that to. I just think they don't have the Pep type players. Okay, there are certain type of players that Pep like to coach, and I don't think they have it. That's just my own take anyway. I might be wrong. Yemi Dana might say, "Try make sure no suffer. No, the show no suffer. We survive it." Okay. Yemi Dana might say, "This our show is running on God, cause now only us real pass on YouTube. See as NEPA make us the look empty chair and waiting the arrival." Yeah, but it has to be real. See, at some point, let me tell you, I have a picture of what this whole channel will be like in the future. You know how we started? We started very big. That was my mistake, and I own it. Started very big, 2 channels, entertainment people, everybody, studio, everybody, and then the bills were coming up, and then the numbers were not rising. I was like, oh, cool. Let's go back and start small again. So this is like a reboot of the channel. And going to Europe is pretty much expensive, and a lot of people, like few people that I've spoken to, some people say, whenever they ask them for money, I just share the idea, like this is what I want to do. You know how you bounce off ideas from people, and you expect that they're not going to just push you back, but they're going to, okay, if you now do this, or I know this person, you know, this kind of thing. But I just like, people think that these days, once you bounce idea on them, you want to ask them for money. Okay, so they're just like, you not gonna work. No. So I told the guy, I said, listen, first of all, let me break it down. There's a guy I was talking to, I said, no, that's that. I told him, I said, listen, if we do $10,000 every month, which is say $120,000 a year, everything we want to do, even going as far as buying a property to set up a proper studio where we'll do multiple podcasts, multiple chat, like if content ideas would work, right? But we have to start. On YouTube, I remember one time I was on Black Connect YouTube, and somebody said on one of the guest speakers said, like it or not, on YouTube you have to spend money to get money. Either you invest heavily on sponsored ad, which is not really advisable because you don't know the people that are coming, or if you follow the generic route where we are, then you have to do content that are crazy and diverse, and you have to spend money. If it needs traveling, if you do maybe local content, comfort zone content, like I'm doing, grassroots local content, MPFA, and people are not following it, it's not because they're bad. That's not what they want. The people in your space, that's not what they want. Go the extra mile. And I think I took that on board, and I've been working on it. And I've seen it because it was after that meet that I went to Super Eagles camp. It was after that meet that I did all African games, and I see the numbers. The difference is very clear. Like you see loads of subscribers, views, and your numbers are going up. What do we need to hit a certain height? If we get to $10,000, that is not like every month you do $500. It's not really money, right? You are doing 20,000 every day, every single day on fuel. You're doing data. You're doing a whole lot of other things. Maintenance, people, pay people that create content, that do graphics, that do a lot of things for you. So if we get to a 10,000 or even 5,000, no, 5,000 is small, $10,000 earnings every month, which from that calculation, we have seen it happen with the All African Games, right? We've seen it also happen, and the algorithm always advertise whatever your content are to 5% of your audience, and then as you grow, it goes to 10% of your audience. Now, when you follow the aggregators like where FanStripe are, it goes to 15 to 25% of your audience, and then the global audience within the first 5 hours, and then yes, 10. So when you look at that, that's the risk I'm willing to take now. But how is it that when you just call people like, oh, this is what I plan to do, to just say you how 1 million reasons why it will not work, why it's a useless risk, why you should just stay at home and be doing it and wait, it will happen. And this person I say he does not even have a YouTube account. He doesn't know how YouTube works, the dynamics. But because they're thinking, oh, I don't want this guy to come and ask me for money. Well, it is what it is anyway. Let's go. Where did I stop now? Now, so Ibaga say, Nigeria will hail, una know they fall, fail, NEPA in class of their own. Wait, it's our own ways. It works. Let's not use that one to distract ourselves. Yeah, Uncle E, in an ideal situation with no deadline in sight, who would have been your pick between Siasia and Olise to coach the Super Eagles? To be very honest, Siasia have proven himself. And these two guys are my guys, like my guys, my mainest of them all, these two guys, right? Well, obviously I'm closer to Siasia than I am to Olise, but Olise is my all-time greatest player. And for Siasia, I've worked behind the scene with him. I helped him raise almost 500 million for the Rio 2016 team. I will always say it because in this Nigeria that we are in, if you don't blow your trumpet, nobody will. I helped Nigeria win that bronze medal. I would always say it. But he has coached the Super Eagles twice. Now, I also give him some break because the 2 times he went to the Super Eagles, the team was, shaky. But I blame him for 2 reasons. One, the game against Egypt in Kaduna, is it Kaduna? We shouldn't have taken the game to Kaduna anyway because we gassed out. Musala was in the form of his life, right? We gassed out and we lost. We could have won that one and gone to the Nations Cup. The game against Guinea, how do you not know that 2-1 will qualify us, and then we drew that game? Ayenuba was in the village people demon form of his life, was in the Francis Uzoro form, and then we lost. So I blame him for that. But I have seen him at work, the way he coaches his team, the way he brings his players together, it's incredible. But Olise have also, I've taken my time to ask. I've got a good relationship, family relationship in the Netherlands. I used to go to Netherlands regularly. I was there last October as well, and I've asked people about Olise, and everybody says he's a good coach. So forget that nonsense that the Mikel Obi was saying. Everybody says he's a good coach, is this, is that, and the reason why he left that club was not even football related. But I was expecting that he would get another job. But then I understand how difficult it is for a black man to get a coaching job abroad. Let's be very honest. A lot of black coaches don't get the opportunities. Coaches like Sunday Olise, the thing with high performance coaches, that's why I don't think that Pep Guardiola would also do well with the England national team. The problem with high performing coaches is that they need the conditions to be very, very right, to be conducive. You saw Jose Mourinho at Spurs, Antonio Conte at Spurs, and Angel Post Office is also finding out now that not be every pregnancy posting all this of, I suppose as well. So if the conditions are not right, it is hard for any coach to do well. And currently, having spent the better part of the last 12 years closely embedded in the national team of Nigeria, I'll tell you for free, this is not me shitting on the team. Nigeria national team is rubbish, like the worst team you've ever seen. The players hate themselves. They cannot even they can't work together. They can't speak to each other. They lie. They pretend. They disgust each other. Some of them don't even want to stay in the same room with each other. They are segregated. So there's so much that the coach will come in and deal with. This is not tactics, it's not man management. There are players in that team that does not want to see each other. And when they come to train, when they come to camp, they are coming to camp to come and let's not talk about that part. But so whether you bring in Sessa, you bring in Ulisse, I don't think it's going to work. There's going to come a time where all of this will be broken down and probably will start from ground up again. It happened with Argentina. Higuain, Aguero, Messi, they don't like each other. But they are playing in the same national team. You could see that they use their star power to carry the team up to somewhere. But when it matters most, when a team needs to stand up on the counter, they lose. Look at this team. This Argentine team that have gone on to win 2 Copa America and 1 World Cup is the worst that we've seen since 1986. Let's be very honest. Apart from Messi and Angel Di Maria, some of you guys would leave. If they ask you to call the entire 11 of this Argentine team now, you will not be able to call them. But I can call you the entire team of 86, the entire team of 94, the entire team of 90, the entire team of 2002 that I about the and the rest of it. All of those teams we could, or 98, we could call them because they were star players, they were good, but they could not harmonize themselves together like England, like this France, and the France of 2010. So sometimes you need a group of people who are willing to say, you know what, we're willing to die for each other. We're willing to stand up for each other. We're willing to sacrifice our personal ego and do it the best way that we can to make sure that for the love of the game and for the love of country. And we don't have that with the Super Eagles. So it's going to be very difficult. I mean, look at all the coaches that have coached Argentina. Who would have told you that Scaloni, the average player, maybe the one we will call coach Argentina to all of this success? Let's be very honest now. It's not the guy. Okay, it's not really the guy, but it's because they now have a group that are united on purpose. Listen, the people united on purpose are unstoppable people. No matter what you do, say, or distract them, once they are united on purpose, they're gonna move Mountain Everest from Nepal for where it is. So they'll move and come another place because unity of purpose makes every impossibility disappear. You start functioning like Matrix. Like, you're the one. Anything you touch is, you're like, what's that short Chinese guy in Jet Li? You're like Jet Li, stepping on people's head, doing Tai Chi, using their own energy against them. That's how powerful unity of purpose is. And in the Super Eagles, people don't like saying it. If you say it now, Super Eagles player will not give you an interview. Fuck them with their interview. That's just the truth. We now sit down they beg all these people, we talk the truth. So it doesn't matter whether you bring this Sessa or you bring Ulisse. The two of them are good coaches if given the opportunity, the support, the wherewithal to do the job. But hey, we'll see. Every now I say, how would Mbappe's entry into the team affect players like Hendrick and Bellingham? Sir, first off, Hendrick is not even in the team yet, so we can't even discuss him until he gets into the team. Hendrick's position probably would be a conversation around Rodrigo, okay? Because that's how they will shaft him. Vinicius Jr. will still hold his position on the right. What they will do, the coach probably will not play a 4-4-2. A 4-4-2 that allows Vini and Mbappe to roam free up front there while the midfield is loaded. It is the coach that will come in after Carlo Ancelotti that's really going to have problem. Rodri might be, when you play for Madrid, you are comfortable with the place on the bench. When you play for Madrid, you're comfortable with being a support cast to the main act because first of all, it doesn't have nothing to do with the coach. It has something to do with what Florentino Perez wants. If Florentino Perez says, look, Mbappe is the go-to guy, that's the way it is. Karim Benzema was bought as a number 9 and he's a goal scorer. He's got plenty of goals in him. But with Cristiano Ronaldo, the club, the position of the club was, this is the guy, this is the anointed guy, this is the guy, Benzema, you can score goal, but you can't fight Messi. Your brand is not strong enough to fight Messi. This is the guy who used to fight Messi. This is the guy who want to put there. This is the guy that brings the Ballon d'Or. So you sacrifice your number 9 position for a white guy who comes in and scores the goal. And it happened. So it wasn't about coach tactics. It's not coach tactics. It's about what the club wants. So the club is going to decide a whole lot of things. And who stays on the bench will stay on the bench. Who stays in the team will stay in the team, and they'll play. But I think that it's good because of the number of competitions that they're playing. People like Andre, people like Rodrigo, they can come in and impact the game. That's how they won the Champions League. There are players who will come in. I mean, that last Champions League that they won is one of the worst style of play from Real Madrid over the years. But hey, they've shown us that they can win beautiful and can win ugly as well. Having said that, I think that the fact that they have depth in their squad is a beautiful thing. It's not something that counts against them. It's a beautiful thing. One of the reasons why we say Arsenal is not strong enough to win titles and they couldn't compete in all competition is that they have the first 11, they don't have a bench. So when you look at Real Madrid, they now have the first 11 plus a bench and plus extra. Bench and extra. So it works for them. The coach would have the headache. Yeah, every time I say rice will no go get salt for taste and it will be very bland. Mayo, for those of you who don't know, not be mayo wow, now mayonnaise is even the first side offered. Now when they see you black, they fit offer table chili, salt, and ketchup. Oh God, you really don't experience how. You don't experience how. Where Precious here you I say I place orders with photo to avoid surprises. This guy, something that happened to her before. So anybody will go, this is why they talk so. Anybody will go Europe, no say this is why they talk so. They understand the feeling. It's just that na type that they type. If they go fit show you their expression in their face, you go not ask Nigeria, where will they give you food? Will they give you food anyhow? You go airport, may you see the way Nigerians they order for food, Nigerian food stuff, because to the shop those nonsense he had. The environment good, but the food only not good. And then the worst part, you're not going to like a highbrow restaurant, do not charge you very expensively for food where you don't like. Oh God. I say French don't they follow our steps too now. There is roadside selling of puff, corn and co. Now, especially by because now Africa now they be our extension now. Assimilation to extension. Precious area say Asians have meals closer to Africa, yes, and then Brazilians also. I think Brazilians have more food than us. So I prefer their dishes. I agree with you on that one. It's just that if you order for chicken, I can shop Ogoro, shop frog. Johnny Gava said Fabrizio Romano just tweeted PSG advancing in talks with Victor Osimhen as their interest has gone concrete. Now Osimhen is keen too. Yeah, he has to go. I mean, he not get choice on this matter. He has to go. I'm happy if he goes because again, I said it from the get-go that that's the only club that I think can really sign him and pay him what he wants. Other than that, my brother, I'm not going to forget all that Chelsea talk and Arsenal talk. I knew it wasn't ever going to happen. For Arsenal, I know that was never going to happen. Chelsea might decide, but looking at all the investment that they've made, the Enzo, the Mikhailo Modric, I know Chelsea were never going to put up that kind of money and then pay that. Because once you pay that salary, you trigger a whole lot of changes in your team. You cause a lot of problems in your team. You know, pay just £450,000 a week for Chelsea. What's happening? You walk out with the Champions League. No, we'll be honest now. I'm not saying he's not a good player. Nobody should quote me wrong. But you have to consider what happened to your salary structure when you decide to go gung-ho and go and make that kind of transaction. So it's good. Paris Saint-Germain is the one place he can go because Paris Saint-Germain have a way of paying salaries. Like they could pay him half from the club and then one rich Qatari guy will just say, you know what, I'll bankroll the other one. Let's go like that. So it's fine for them. In my own opinion. Olatunji Mana say very soon we go know all the Mama Edafi code finish. Yes, so no, you know of it too. No, you know of it. Ibrahim Abiola say 2 options. So Osimhen either go to France or Saudi. I don't think there will be any Premier League club this time, Premier League calls this time around anymore. I don't think so too. Abayo Michel says, hello, how did Florentino Perez manage to be Real Madrid president does such a long time? Now re-election now. He's a Milokona, he's the ballot boss, the king, the head of ballot boss nation. All the major construction work in Madrid is done by him. He set the rules. You must have certain amount, 500 million in the bank to be able to contest for the president of Madrid. How many people for Spain get that money? So he undertake like 95% of the construction work in Spain. Have you not seen that documentary? There's a documentary on YouTube now, how he became the club president, and how he told everybody that until he dies, he will be here forever. Unless he no one do am. Nobody fit come out. The conditions to be Real Madrid president, it's not a joking something. And almost every construction work, the stadium where they reconstruct, so now a company na do am. And so just know that part. The club president. If you did there, you see there for long, and the fact that they are winning titles means that nobody can even ask questions. Precious Yoro say, I hope Liverpool retains their key players this season at least, so we can at least survive the transition of this new era. We're not going to survive more. Now tend to go and start looking for your pegs and your nails and your hammers and your pallets. Now tend to now go they build. Arsenal go beat to now the way. Man City go beat to now the way. Chelsea go take point for hand. Man United, I don't know. I don't know which one will come out. Liverpool now 10th. You guys are the 10th builders. When the captivity of Zion was overturned, we were like they that dreamt. But before that scripture, there was also the destruction of the temple of Jerusalem, Solomon's temple, and they were all taken to where? Babylon. Let the wicked carry us away. Captivity requires from us. Now that song I go sing Liverpool fans. Hey, I know you wear red to support now. This red not be Liverpool red. We wanna go see red. I don't know. He go enter now. I never say anything. See. They go. Wait till you talk. Survive. Survive where? Where I survive. What's it called? Mandator. My Michael says mayonnaise. United are calling them all just because of the loss to Rosenborg. Okay. Kevin Dynamite says, if you were to pick an Aston Villa player to add to Oli Watkins, not ask me. Oli Watkins, I was rude. Oli Watkins in Arsenal team will score 25 goals minimum. 25 goals add to whatever we have. We don't win the league now. Even Pep will not say we don't ready. Ibrahim Abiola say Aston Villa just they jump and up and down for this transfer season. Go so for this transfer season go so start. We go know how far they can withstand the pressure. Well, they can surprise us. So their coach is Unai Emery. That's a factor that you should not take away. Unai Emery is their coach, and when you have that kind of coach, you just better, take well. Can you please say Darren Ferguson 28 caps for Manchester United, 0 goals, 1 EPL championship, managerial win rate less than 50%. If it didn't day. Arnold Ayodeji say the weather summer, but people still they wear puff jacket. We don't even know which one be summer and spring again. I say in England weather be like people person will go meet my water to give her pikin. The pikin always get kelebe. It's something that always do. Yoro Gabriel says they signed him from Barcelona back in the day. Yes, Luis Garcia. I was high play ball. That boy is high play ball. There are just some people who are not popular for the ball where they play. People like the Gasca Mendetta at that time for Valencia before he called Liverpool. They say play ball, but one thing just the Bolusenden. Oh, Milan Baros, all those players, Pavel Nedved. Demola Abdoni Ibrahim say, I think Spurs will replace them. Replace who? Liverpool. The Spurs say, I want to bank on them for the first time. Oh God. This is how your money enter Society General that bank. Oh, that's more money when I give one bank on Spurs. Oh, this is how your money enter voice me. Oh, I did bank you put this money so that loss. It's not coming back. So everybody say Luis Garcia is the name I think you're looking for. Yes, it is. Temita Jamie says good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Chelsea will need months to adjust to Enzo's philosophy. United will experience a lot before knowing the ideal team to find to field. But I think Aston Villa will step up. But it seems Newcastle won't have much changes in their squad. Will seize the opportunity. Well, they're dark horse, but they have English coach. You understand? So a club that have English coach, I'm always I'm always not comfortable when a club have English coach. There's nothing about them that excites me. My English manager did there. He go self-implode. That's not the English team. That's the English demon. Jerry Sampson, hope you're not going to ask me about marriage now. Why is it that we cannot fix electronic board around our stadium? Funny part, even so-called Aqua United Stadium didn't have electronic board. So, I think I can speak on this one authoritatively. So, some years ago, say me here, this internet is not becoming the maker. So I reached out to a company in China, and I asked them what it would cost to put electronic board in every stadium. So my primary goal that time was the Onikon Stadium where they were fixing it. That time, Vegetable was still alive. And we're talking, and I told him, okay, I can do it. And he said, no, don't go there. She not gonna let you, because now she anything about electronic scoreboard advertising in Lagos, and she get her. I said, okay, no problem. So I pushed it to other states, and I told them that, listen, I will bring the board, I will ship the board in with my partners. I spoke to my friends, my former teammates, and some of my friends, Pierre Bagan and the rest of them. And I said, okay, let's ship the thing in. I will take certain amount of money from all of the adverts that you're getting on the stadium for a period of 15 years to pay back the loan. Right, and they were willing to, my guys were willing to, just a business opportunity, right? And then after that payment, the electronic scoreboard that belongs to the states that own the stadium and all that stuff. And it also means that now, instead of people don't understand the monetary limitations that the current advertising board does to the league. So if you have 32 sponsors advert on your match, they are fixed. If you have electronics, you can take 100 or 200. You know why? Because you'll be rotating them, and you cannot flip it on 60 seconds or 90 seconds every like that for the whole 90 minutes. That means that you can flip a lot of advert. But because you don't have that, you're losing money. You're hemorrhaging the money, and so you can't really fund your league. But guess what? Almost everywhere I went, from Jos to Uyo to Port Harcourt, my own city, to Akure to Ibadan, it's the same behavior. They want a system where the money comes from the state, they inflate the contract, and then nobody supervises it. Even they take up, they don't even get it. And I said, no, that's not how I want to work, because in that way, it not gonna work. And if it goes wrong, the blame will come on me. I want a way where now me in a private sector, now me bring them, we go clear them, we go we'll have a contract in place, and it works. But hey, it didn't work, so I stay away. So that's the reason. That's my own experience with the electronics board in the Nigerian league. I don't know why maybe other people have tried, but I've also suggested when I was producing the league last season, 2 seasons ago, and I saw the need for it, and I was like, hey guys, we need to do this, because it will happen and get money. To me, everything I see is money. Like, okay, what's the money in this? What's the funding in this? Where's the money coming from? That's how I see it is. Okay, if there is money at the end of the tunnel, and I have to work 10 years, but I know that there's money, I will work it. But let's have a plan for it. But hey, they did what they like, so let's do that one. Oluwaseyi said, do you think the Chelsea French players overreacted by unfollowing their teammates and Fofana calling him out on social media? This could cause dressing room unrest. You know what? They will sort themselves out eventually. I think that they overreacted. These days there are more kids playing football, no more men playing football. Eventually it will boil over, and they will now realize that they all have contracts to play. A matter that does not have anything to do with Chelsea Football Club might affect the club. But then I've seen players play together in the same team. Dennis Beckham and what's it called? David Seaman were not talking for 10 years. They played together in the same team. Same players, Sadi Sheringham and Nicole don't talk. Till today, they still don't talk. Nobody knows the reason why, but they play together in the same team. So what time to find level? They will sort themselves out. Demola Biali Bright say Godela to England go hard because I not see him accepting that job, but anything is possible. I agree with you on that one. Coming to camp to prepare themselves. OT David say Joselu came on and did madness against Bayern. Arola Odeji say football is all about teamwork. If there is division then you can't achieve nothing. Like you said, Argentina is a prime example. Higuain, Aguero, and co won nothing. These less talented players won all. Namso Ibanga said the MPFA handlers have announced that the league will commence 31st August 2024. Should we take them serious or make we just look them as... So I take people serious until they disappoint me. You know, there's a friend of mine who said, why do I trust everybody? I said, I don't trust everybody because I want to trust them. I trust everybody because I trust myself. And I'm not the kind of guy who cannot walk away from you. So if I trust you and you fail, I know how to walk away. I know how to deal with abuse of trust. So when they tell me the league is going to start on the 31st, they've done the first move. League is starting on the 31st. They've given us the draws, the fixtures. So league is going to start on the 31st. I believe them. If that day comes and they say, oh, we're moving it forward by a week, which the fixtures also have shown us that it is possible, because I don't understand why you play one game on the 31st and then you wait for 1 week to play the other game. What sense does it make? I don't see the sense in it. But that's already a precursor to the fact that it is possible that they would shift by a week. But whatever it is, at least that we're not getting to the point where we have our start of the... I mean, there was a time where our league used to start in March the following year. Okay, February, March. I was doing the better in Brilla when they say the league will start the following year. Stanley Guma, that they postpone it again from Valentine's Day to March. So we're making progress in that regard. So I'm going to believe them. I'm going to trust them and see how it goes eventually. And when that time comes, we will know. But I say, Yoro says, the kind evil way they your mind for Liverpool. God, I beg, help us. So it's not evil, it's just a reality. When I said the same thing about Man United that I as a Liverpool fan, were you not having orgasm? Were you not giving birth to triplets? When I said Man United will go in 2013, I said Man you will go 10 years without winning the title. Shout out Nadi. When Jurgen Klopp come, when I say in 5 years time you go win the league, win Champions League, you know that I'm not get evil. First match, Jurgen Klopp, I said on radio that this guy will win the league. That's many years. This guy will win it because Man United are not going to be there. And looking at Arsenal, they are not going to be in the picture. They will win the league. That time I'll be good guy, be. Nah, don't get evil. Thought I'll fire you and your Liverpool people. What did they will say United are going to get relegated? Oh, no, that one's not going to happen. Forget about it. Even if they are so bad, they will rig it. They cannot get relegated. Just Ilema, they says England weather not like witchcraft. Small time is raining, small time is sunny, small time breeze. Feet won't carry you, go house. And they tell you, if you know, this is why they talk. I'm like, but they stay for Nigeria, you didn't know this is. I've lived there, my people. That I'm not saying. I like to understand something that I understand. When I went to England, and I try. You go look weather like this, you go dress, go wear gown, flat gown, to say the weather good. Before you know, usual breeze will come, they open your yash for public. Before you know, rain will suck you down. Before you know, England is a very confused place. The whole people say they are confused like that. I don't want to just say, as you mentioned, Luis Garcia, that semi-final against Chelsea in 2005 for Anfield, you believe say that ball, na him score, where him score na goal? Well, history don't overtake him, but they call it a goal. We could argue here and there, but they call it a goal. So I don't think it was a goal, but hey, history don't overtake him. I don't like you say Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole were men who were professional. These are kids. They may be dressing room unrest. Dressing room unrest, they go sell some players now. January day now, it's not a problem. No one play for Chelsea, you go play for another club, you go play for a lower club now. Christian Anomiese, this guy was ready to go up in arms to fight for this channel. Man, some people love this channel. Sometimes, why you're crying about the people who are not on your side, be grateful to God for the people that are on your side. Thank you very much, Christian. Christian Anomiese, good day, boss. What stops England from tempting Klopp out of sabbatical? Klopp coaching England. Oh God, do not go see a secret. If Klopp coach England, if they know it's not a die, they see if Klopp take England job, he go no say, una go come no say he knows a big coach. Klopp coach England. Where the players? Where them? Hey, I don't know. This guy must be Man United fan. You just want to embarrass him for nothing. He is already in the country and could take them to the promised land. No, a relegation they go. Franklin Unanna say Liverpool will struggle definitely, but do you think they have the structure to bounce back? Well, they show us that they can bounce back, but they also show us that they can stay in the wilderness for long. So it depends on the Liverpool that is willing to come up. I think that the structure is good, but immediate bounce back, no, they will struggle. They will fire Ashawuna. They will fire you very soon. They will have Bradley say, I remember then when you talk about club. Now that time, now this guy not did all. Now it's hard. I get evil plan for them. Michael say on electronic things, I have the same experience too. Later, Ogunjobi tried so much. The government guys are after government money now. Then investment, more reasons our league teams don't want to develop. I tell you, I'm not let me get that experience. So, OT David, he said village people are after hurricane. How can you have 40 plus goals contribution, join a club that has won the league for over 10 years in a row and lose in every final? Let's leave hurricane out of this conversation now. We have tried. The minutes that NEPA tried to take from us, I've added it. I gotta run now. For those of you who, let me read this one. Reginald said, let me read it. Hi, thank you very much, Bobby Ray, for thanking me in your comments. Bobby Ray, you be performing from kind of relationship that I'm suspecting. It is Reginald once again. I saw it right time. Today, Reginald never see me. That the eye Bobby Ray I don't know why the woman shall, but whatever it is, it is. It is it. Okay. Thank you very much for thanking me. Thank you for always coming to watch the channel. And thanks to everybody for supporting this channel. And if this is your plan to go to Europe, I like it. What is the budget? As of yesterday, me and Kalajai, so we did a 3-man budget was about $18,000, 80,000 euros. 2-man budget is 10,000 euros. We would find a way around them, right? We'll find a way around them. But all the squeeze that we've done, we are on 10,000 euros for now. Do I have 10,000 euros? Do I have 10,000 euros between now and October? I don't have it, right? But that's the same way I didn't have a dime when I said I want to go to Ghana. We ended up spending about 16.2 million naira, right? So I think that when you have a plan, resources begin to flow. So I am here hoping that resources will come. And then originally I went on to say that for the sake of the people in this community that are committed to your channel, do everything to make it succeed. It's hard. I don't know what to do to support you. I just know that you have a good head on that stubborn shoulder of yours. Is that praise? Is that supposed to be praise or insult? But just keep it going, because what you do is beyond sports and beyond just the passion to build a nation. You deserve to have a big YouTube channel and show other people how to get things done the right way. Thank you. I want to cry now. Thank you very much. Just keep it going. And I like the fact that everything about you is very original. Who would abandon the show in the middle of it, go put on generator, come back and have people still waiting? Nobody's loved of. Some other people will shamefully end the show. Some people will pretend like network ended the show, but not Idafe. You are just a very unique person. These are some of the stories you will tell in the future when you write your book. But before then, let's just keep enjoying the beauty in the madness. For me, I say there is a beautiful science to your madness, and I am loving it. Reginald, cheers. Right, that's good. Okay, I have another message. This one come from Olu. Olu say, you know what I like about you? In all of the craziness and everything that goes on around you, your space, we know that there is struggle, but you're always happy. How you manage to stay happy, love Nigeria against the odds, when every day we watch your show, we know that Nigeria is happening to you, but you love the country, is something that we need to study. Thank you for not giving up. Okay, thank you very much. There is one again. I'm not going to take all of them, but I need to take this one. Hi, Idafe. This one has been there since like the beginning of the show. Hi, Idafe. I am a student. I wanted to ask if you people in your community or your YouTube channel will be able to give a surprise to my teacher. He is a very good man, but he seems to be struggling. He used to have a car. He doesn't go with the car anymore. He seems to be struggling. He used to be a very happy person, but these days you can see that he's sad. I don't know if I can send you his number. Just call him to share him up, or probably give him your community people can send him a surprise, find out what is wrong, and help him out. That one, I don't know if he promised you anything, but I think I'll call you after my show and I'll talk to you and see if I could talk to the teacher and see how it goes. But I'm not going to be able to promise anything because based on what you have in the bank, I don't have anything in the bank to make that kind of promise. But I will definitely, I give you my word, I'll call you and then I'll call the teacher. Having said that, let me see the last messages that came in. Rachel said, I say I was just laughing at the banter. I'm bracing up for it already this season. Thank you very much, Thunder. We advise you to withdraw and not fire him. OT David say Argentina players don't abuse Nigeria and France players. My mama can say let them like our page. Don't worry, they will like our page eventually. Thank you very much, everyone, for being on the show today. God bless you. Let's do this again tomorrow. I gotta run up. Bye and have yourself a wonderful day. My name is Idafi Matthew. You love to call me the Elevator on the Sports. Bye bye.